Hi, I'm Caitlin, and we're here in Sydney, and I'm here with Annie Leonard, the creator of The Story of Stuff. And I wanted to talk to Annie today about Occupy Wall Street. What do you think about Occupy Wall Street?
I love Occupy Wall Street. I'm so enormously enthusiastic and hopeful and inspired by it. There's a couple of things in particular about it that makes me happy. The first thing is that Occupy Wall Street and Occupy Sydney and all the other Occupies, they're making visible the deep sense of dis-ease in the American public and a strong desire for something better. If you look at polls and data from people all over the world, the vast majority of people want a better way. We want a healthy environment. We want safe products. We want our children born without toxic chemicals already going in their veins. We want good schools and healthcare, but we don't control the media. So this incredible amount of public sentiment and desire for a better future is often invisible. Occupy Wall Street and Occupy Sydney and Occupy every place is making that visible. It's showing the decision makers and it's showing each other. A lot of us feel alone, not really aligned with the mainstream culture, but we look around and everywhere we see are these reinforcement of these mainstream consumerist messages, and we know there has to be a better way. Occupy Wall Street is showing us that we're not alone. It's showing the decision makers that there are millions and millions of people who are willing to come out and take a stand for a better future. So that's one thing I love about Occupy Wall Street, is it's making the discontent and the desire for something better visible. Second thing I love about Occupy Wall Street is how much distilling the discontent down to some really core values, rather than getting caught in endless incremental debates about parts per million and this and that, little charts and graphs. It's really bringing it down to the fundamental thing that our current system is wrong. It's not fair, it's not healthy, it's not sustainable, it's wrong, and we can do something better. So both in terms of making all of us visible and in terms of really bringing the discussion down to the core values, I'm enormously grateful and in support of Occupy Wall Street.
Great, so you're obviously in support of the movement. So why should individuals get involved, and what would you encourage individuals to do to get involved?
Everybody should get involved. I mean, we are the 99%, so we're already involved by default. But one thing is we should get involved by going there. If you have to go to, if you're lucky enough to be able to go to a job during the day, go after work, go on the weekends, take your kids, take your parents, take your families, take your neighbors. We really need to go there to add our bodies to the incredibly strong and growing call for a more fair, more sustainable, more healthy society. So that's one thing, is to go. Also, if you can contribute money, if you can contribute other things. I heard one story about Occupy Wall Street. A big donor came down and offered $5,000, and the story I heard is that someone said, we don't need the money, think of some other way you can help. So he rented an apartment across the street from the park so people can go to the bathroom and take showers. I mean, there's an infinite number of ways that we can be a part of Occupy Wall Street, and we should do all of them.
Great, so you heard it here directly from the mouth of the creator of The Story of Stuff, Annie Leonard. Thanks very much for today.
Well, thank you guys very much for occupying Sydney. I'm going to go back home to occupy Oakland, which had a vicious attack by the Oakland police a couple of days ago. I can't wait to get back home with my community members. I'm going to get my kid, I'm going to get my mom. I'm going to be out there occupying Oakland. You guys keep occupying Sydney, and we're going to get this country and all countries back on track.